Hola y bienvenidos de nuevo a otro episodio de El Libro en su anfitrión Charlie. Estos Michael y William y Jorge. En el episodio de esta noche vamos a discutir una roca gigante bloqueando una carretera importante en Colorado. Los Vengadores, relanzamiento teatral y varias otras cosas.
Now, hang on. Much like customer service, now you have to say the exact same thing in English.
Now in English.
Hello, my name is Charlie. Welcome to another episode of A Literal. Tonight, I'm with my co-pilots, Mike, William, and George. We're going to be talking about a giant boulder blocking a major highway in Colorado.
Is it Boulder, Colorado?
It's actually just outside of Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Boulder.
It's probably not even close. I don't know. I didn't even read the article. We're going to be talking about the theatrical re-release of The Avengers and various other shit.
And Charlie was speaking periodically in Spanish.
See.
And if you missed the last
That's
episode,
the last of the Spanish. He speaks the whole
That's it.
episode.
All I said was I do the first. I do the intro.
Listen,
in
hats
Spanish.
off for sticking with it. I know you read off your phone, but still.
Yeah, I've been planning that out for a week.
Yeah,
I would like
respect
feedback
that.
from a Spanish-speaking person.
yeah.
Oh, they hate me right now.
They're probably dying laughing. That's what I would imagine.
I would hope so.
You literally start hola.
Hola.
The first word you said was incorrect.
You say herbs, we say herbs because there's a fucking H in it.
Well, you know,
it's
Other than
Olaf.
that,
That's
dude,
okay.
totally rocked it. Super good.
it's like a fucking second language, man. I don't know what you
Yeah,
guys are talking
you
about.
It's not
nailed
like
it.
a second language. It technically is a second language for you.
For me, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rocked it,
And
man.
moving
So
on.
I like when people apologize for. Sometimes I run into customers that English is obviously not the first language, and they'll apologize even though they're speaking to me in English.
Yeah.
It's a little bit broken. They'll apologize to me. I'm like, you're you're ahead of the curve.
Oh yeah.
You're killing it. I'm fine. This is great. I can work with this.
Yeah.
And you at least, I didn't even meet you halfway. I only speak English. So you're doing everything you can to try to explain to me
Accommodate
your issue.
me, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So people apologize. I'm like, no, stop. You're doing great.
Maybe we're just behind the curve.
We are. Absolutely.
So
behind the curve.
he's dead on the curve.
Yeah, crushing it.
Exactly.
Really crushing it.
If everybody could learn, besides Charlie, if you could instantly be fluent in another language, what would it be?
Spanish.
I mean, that's the most practical answer, I feel
Yeah,
like. But
in Florida.
That way your wife's family couldn't talk shit.
In Florida, there are public schools where Spanish is the primary language.
Okay.
I believe that.
Isn't that?
That doesn't
Well, Miami's
surprise
into
me.
the country.
It basically is. It's also called Cuba.
Yeah,
What about you, William?
I want to say Spanish because I want to err on the side of pragmatism, but like I always thought that like it would be cool to learn a language that very few other Americans know. Just something I could like shit chat like
Farsi.
I wasn't going Farsi,
Mandarin?
or Japanese or something crazy that you fucking like nobody would fucking.
Oh, you would be a Japanese guy because you're a total anime fanboy.
And
I'm
your-
a weeb.
your
so
sponsorship-
fucking
I was
hard.
going to follow up with Weeb.
Yeah,
And your
I'm
sponsorship a
super
couple
heavy
episodes
weeb.
ago was incredible.
Might have brought it too
Japanese.
close.
I'd
Thank
probably
you.
do Russian.
No such thing.
Russian
Only
would be
because I want to fluently curse under my breath in Russian so people can kind of hear it and go, that fucking motherfucker just speak Russian? The fuck? Just for a little intrigue. It's just the air of intrigue that I want
Yeah.
to surround myself with. And then occasionally, if I just happen to in life run across someone who speaks Russian, pretend like I don't, and then just surprise him when he's running his mouth about me.
Yeah, just act like a fucking total tool, wait for them to talk shit, and then
And then be a total
Hit 'em
tool,
with them.
but in Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're the what was the scene in John Wick where the kids started talking shit in
Which number?
Russian? 1. Sorry, John Wick chapter 1. And the kids started talking shit in Russian, and he just responds back like, "And nobody's bitch."
Yeah, he says like one or two words.
And that
the
comes
guy's
up
like,
because this is John Wick's stunt double. by
oh,
the
yeah.
way.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's cross this bridge now, then, I guess.
He's like a less athletic Keanu Reeves.
So I've been growing my hair out, and then when you combine the facial hair, Keanu's current look, which I guess has been his look for the last few years, because he used to be very clean shaven and everything.
yeah.
And now I'm only growing my hair out because I've never done it, but I just happened to, I guess, facial features plus the hair and the facial hair. Every time I post a fucking photo, it's like Keanu Reeves stunt double, Keanu Reeves in this and this, and I'm like, I guess great.
I noticed that, like in that, especially. But can we talk about real quick, and not just the Keanu Reeves thing, but the pose in that photo that she did? You were
Listen,
just like,
Full disclosure.
Fucking Maybelline.
Full disclosure. Full disclosure, I was having a fucking time of my life by myself in the bathroom, literally like doing the hair back and forth, side to side. And I was trying to take like quick shots just to have like some dumb, I was going to post like a, like a dumb shampoo photo shoot.
Yeah.
And then I saw that one by accident. I was like, oh, I really like this photo. Like I genuinely like this. Like I'll post this one. But I absolutely was doing the hair wave and I was in my bathroom alone.
Oh my God.
was
I just, for whatever reason, just like the pose, you were like,
It's like those moments where you get out of the shower. Well, I mean, maybe a long time ago, not now, where you think you look especially good. So you take a second and everyone does it. Every fucking guy does it. Take a second to appreciate yourself. And then, but I just had that, but it was like for 5 minutes instead of a second.
I get out of the shower and I hate the way I look. So I get back in and try to scrub it off.
oh.
Good God. Jesus. Is that why you're always so red?
Sad.
I think learning your second language is confusing you. That
All
smell.
over my body.
Oh my
Perpetually pink and burnt.
God.
Shower water.
But yeah, so there's worse people to look like, I think, than Keanu Reeves.
No, for sure. For sure.
I got last week that motherfucker from the movie Holes.
Yeah.
Which I don't agree with.
No, I disagree with that.
Hang on. Are you talking about?
I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah. For the
Not
life of me,
on
can't
the-
remember the guy's
Mom?
name.
They said Mom something?
Yeah, Mom from
Mother?
Holes. The dude that plays Buster Scruggs in the Ballad
Yeah.
of Buster Scruggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That guy.
The guy that played Delmar
No.
O'Donnell in Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Charlie looks like a very easily Googleable person from an episode, from a season of Hell's Kitchen, whose name is Trev, and Trev looks and sounds exactly like Charlie.
I would have never.
Are
let
you
Gordon Ramsay talk to me like
Trev
that,
from
though.
Hell's Kitchen?
No. I'm not that douchey. I looked it up and he's there. Here we go.
Are you
sure Here we go. you're He's not got Trev him.
from Hell's
He's-
The
he's got the
voice,
pictures.
the attitude, the hot temperedness occasionally, like it's just fucking Charlie. I watched the whole season without stopping almost because I just was like, Trev stayed on longer than I thought he would, but I was really in it for Trev.
You stuck into the rabbit hole because you
I don't
thought
know
maybe
about-
there's a
I don't
possibility.
know about that voice.
Yeah, no,
No,
fuck
see,
all that, man.
Trev
You do
from
not
Hell's
look.
Kitchen.
You do not look like Dr. Podansky, also known as Mom.
I think I hit my mic. Sorry. But you're definitely Trev. So did you guys, nobody hear this story that I'm going to cover, the boulder in Colorado?
I
Besides
haven't
Charlie's
heard a
introduction?
thing about it.
I saw just the clip that you sent me. I didn't even read the article.
Okay, so it was a few weeks ago, a giant 8.5 million pound boulder,
Jesus.
because there's a lot of rainstorms, mudslide, came down and destroyed an entire section of the 145 highway and left an 8-foot trench. And the actual boulder is now embedded in the highway where the highway was.
Right.
And they kept putting their heads together like, how are we going to fix this? How much will it cost?
They're
Blah,
going
blah, blah.
around it. I remember this now.
So now, so they're, instead of spending, so the amount of money, I think was like, I'm paraphrasing here, but I think it was 1.5 million if they were going to destroy the boulder and rebuild the highway where it was.
Right.
But for 1.2 million, they can just build the highway around it. And then they're creating a memorial park
Oh, fuck off.
using the boulder as a memorial.
They could pay me $800,000 and I'd get out there with a fucking jackhammer and work on it till it was gone.
Dude,
Yeah.
this thing is almost 9
Give me
million
an
pounds.
extension cord. Give me a jackhammer.
Wow.
Just let me go.
And it's a
Redirect
size.
traffic for a short time. You'll get your road back in 3 years.
you may
Which
wanna-
is
you may
about
want a
how long it
generator
took them
as
to
well.
widen the highway between Canner, Cove, and fucking Indian Street.
Right.
Oh, so here's a quote from the, I don't know if it's the governor or the mayor. It's the governor. We will not be destroying this 8.5 million pound boulder, which is the size of a house. Instead, we're going to make a new state landmark and save taxpayers money.
I was literally just going to ask, like, how
'Cause
big
they're
would a
gonna
boulder have
charge
to
you
be
to go
be
see it.
8.5?
So it's the
million?
size of a house.
Like,
Yeah.
what kind of house are we talking about?
Yeah, we talking about a single family.
We talking about
No.
the projects.
I don't know.
We
It's
talking
8.5
about
million fucking
Jupiter
pounds.
Island.
So,
Probably a 2-story single family home. Does that
heard.
put it in perspective?
that, yeah,
A
okay,
little
I
bit?
feel a little better about it.
But holy fuck.
I mean, you
Large
could
boulder.
fit a couple of families in a 2-story home.
It's 2019. For a rock to still that greatly affect the way we live our lives is pretty.
It's
It's just Mother
2019.
Nature still just can fuck with us. anytime she wants.
to break the rock.
It's 2019. For a rock to be that obese, I mean, come on. Lose some weight. Quit eating at Burger King.
Yeah.
Fucking rock.
Just do some sit-ups, you stupid rock.
Easy.
Did you pick
Jeez.
Burger King because on the way here I talked about how much I like Burger King.
Yeah, because you're such a fat fuck, Charlie.
I also like Burger King.
Okay.
I know I'm in the minority. It's not a very well liked
No,
chain.
the
Yeah.
Whopper is
Mike
better
James,
than any other
The 6'1" white
fast
male
food sandwich out
minority.
there.
The Whopper?
I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Burger
man.
King
I
enjoyers.
know.
It's fucking flame broiled.
Flame broiled.
Fight me.
What about the Baconator from Checkers, dog?
Oh, Checkers fucks my burger
I
up
thought
every
the
time I
Baconator
order it.
was Wendy's.
Checkers has got their fries. That's
Yeah,
all
the
they got going
Baconator
for
is Wendy's. What are you thinking
Oh,
of?
Baconzilla. That's what I'm thinking
Oh
of
my
from
God.
Checkers. The Baconzilla.
For a second, I thought this 140-pound man was going to argue with me about fast food,
First of all, I'm 151 pounds.
particularly
Yeah.
the Baconator. I am an expert in the subject.
Like, is that like the Double Down? Did you ever partake in the Double Down?
I don't think so. Oh, no.
Are you familiar with this from KFC?
No.
It was like chicken and something else.
It was a fried chicken sandwich, but the buns were fried chicken.
Oh, I saw
Oh,
that.
fuck off. Why would you
It's
do
called
that?
the Double
It's the
Down.
most American thing you've ever seen.
Should be called the
Yeah.
Double Bypass.
Somebody came into my restaurant the other day and ordered the most fattening fucking burger we have on the menu.
It's
Now,
just mayonnaise between
burger.
buns.
It's got bacon like jam on it, burger sauce, which is basically a double order of like Big Mac Thousand Island.
Okay.
It has fried onions,
Love them.
barbecue sauce, cheddar cheese, and then she goes, "Can I get lettuce for the top and bottom bun? Like, does it make a fucking difference?"
For the top and bottom bun?
Yeah,
That's
she
some
wanted to
serial
make it a
killer
lettuce
request.
wrap.
Can
like,
You're not. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I totally misheard you. You mean instead of the bun?
Instead
in
of the
lieu?
bun, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait.
I've had that at Five Guys. I don't know if you guys saw Mike's face, but for those at home, especially the audio listeners,
no.
let's talk about white sauce
No.
and how much Michael James loves
Nope.
ranch,
No.
sour cream,
Nope, also not that.
Favorite
mayonnaise.
condiment.
Nope.
Is that so?
Mm.
What about, okay, so do you
Ugh.
like Alfredo sauce?
It's the only white sauce besides white queso that I enjoy.
You
And
like-
this is avoiding any dessert sauces. Like frosting doesn't count, whipped cream doesn't count, Cool Whip doesn't count.
Okay.
William, we ordered nachos one time, and he made it a point to say, "No sour cream. I don't want sour cream. I don't even make it in the kitchen. Make it in the dining room where there's no sour cream." It comes out, and I'm looking at the plate, and there's a smidge this big of sour cream sitting on top.
It's about
of
a
like
centimeter for the
jalapeno.
audio
You can't even
listeners.
see it, but I see it, and I dial right into it. And the girl that served it to us sees it, and she goes, like, "No, wait, let me." And I just went, "Nope, just let it slide. Let it slide."
Did Mike let it
And-
slide?
He, as soon as he went to go like shovel a handful of it into his mouth, he saw it and sent the entire thing back.
Hang on. So you could have prevented.
Extra spit,
You
please.
could have prevented me having an interaction by saying.
Absolutely, I could have.
But you
I
work in the
didn't.
service industry. You could have given her a hand. She
No.
saw it. She was about to recognize.
I still tipped her
Bitch-
on top of
bitch
it.
better
I mean, she had to go get
I
another
hope
one
you tipped
because
it for me because I
insisted.
probably didn't.
You
No,
guys
I
want to
did.
hear a true story?
You fucking asshole.
But I saw it and I could have stopped it, but I chose not to because, I mean,
Because fuck Mike.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what
there was
the.
a part of you that wanted to watch him lose his shit over a small dollop.
Not a
of
very small
no,
part
I
either.
wanted to see him eat it.
You fuck-
Speaking of which,
Some people just want to see the world burn.
this man, I got like loaded junk fries, like cheese, bacon,
American
jalapenos,
poutine,
etc.
baby.
And ranch, of course, with it.
American poutine.
American
And I
poutine.
made him have a bite. I'm like, close your eyes and just eat this. And he dipped it in ranch. He ate it, and he's like,
No, it was.
"You're
chicken.
right." No, it was it was fried. Trust me, I have a vivid memory of this. You're trying to block it out, I know.
I don't think so.
but I have
It
a
was
very
chicken.
vivid memory of
think
this.
it
You
was
had been
chicken.
You
drinking.
started dissociating.
You had been drinking.
If I'm drinking, you're drinking.
Yeah, but I'm always a designated drunk driver.
But
Right.
then you're still drunk.
Yeah. I'm just making a point that I vividly remember it was bacon cheese fries with jalapenos. And you dipped it in ranch, you ate it, and you admitted it was good.
Yeah.
But you had to close your eyes and you were like, ugh, but I can't do it. I know it tastes good, but there's just something
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my
And he
brain.
closed his eyes and pretend it was another condiment.
So I have
They're
to
in
guess
that
that when you're
stage
a
of
young
their
man,
relationship.
you got some other white sauce in the mouth and it's scarred you for
No,
life.
like sour cream or something. No, it didn't happen.
Yep.
I never
just-
really liked
That's
it.
what we were talking about, sour cream, not cum.
One time, my girlfriend made me banana bread, which is my favorite bakery item, and
put
covered it
ranch
in-
on it.
she made it with sour cream,
Oh.
and
That
didn't
makes it
fucking
good.
tell me until after I ate it.
Ugh.
And it's a total dumb mental thing. Like it's
It
not
is.
like a what I mean. It's just stupid.
It's like people upset about texture.
If you ate it and you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't even notice. But if somebody told you,
didn't.
it was
She had to
there,
fucking
it would,
tell me.
It would probably
didn't, yeah.
fucking eat you
but she
alive.
thought she'd use the opportunity, I think, to be like, haha, you ate sour cream. Like, I don't know, some sort of point of pride.
Doesn't
Like,
your
and you liked it.
girlfriend
But it just
also-
turned into a giant fight because I was fucking pissed. She hid sour
But
cream.
doesn't.
And
I'm
now
sorry,
she's
don't she-
buried in the
doesn't she
backyard.
also eat bananas and marinara sauce?
Huh?
What the fuck did you
What?
say to me?
What?
Bananas and marinara sauce.
Who?
No. What? The fuck are you talking
Oh,
about?
She in the chat?
No, but don't hit the microphone stand
Stop hitting
anymore.
the stand. What the fuck are you talking about?
Where
with
did
banana?
you hear
Hit
that?
the stand. I'm asking you. Every
No, she's
single
not
night
here.
She's been in the chat. So I bring this up, and for the first time in 6 episodes, she's not in the chat.
Where did you get this from?
When I lived with you, and she goes, "Oh, you know what I love is bananas with marinara sauce," and I went, "That is the worst."
Are you
fucking
sure
thing
this is my current
I've-"
girlfriend?
Absolutely, absolutely,
We're talking about
yeah,
Yeah.
your current
Your
girl.
current girlfriend.
absolutely.
And this is
I
true.
have to bring this up because I'd never seen her do it.
Bring it up.
Heard
This-
of it.
We had a conversation about this sitting in the living room one night.
Well, I'm gonna go on the record and say it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna
terrible.
third that one.
Yeah, I'll
But
fourth it.
The reason is she's not the first person that I've heard say that, and they say it's
Marinara.
delicious.
On
What?
bananas? Like raw bananas?
Yes,
Not like fried or anything? Or
no, just raw bananas. with
raw
marinara
bananas.
What,
sauce.
rare?
Like with the skin on it, you
Like-
just eat the peel right
Yeah,
off.
you
Monkey
just,
style.
right inside the peel. Yeah,
Awesome.
Somebody brings you out a plate of
Don't even
mozzarella
let 'em be
sticks,
yellow.
but some of them are fried
Plantains
bananas.
and marinara
Give me
sauce.
that nice green nanner with some marinara sauce.
Candied bananas, chocolate covered with some
Mm,
marinara.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, what? The
Fuck me
marinara
up.
fucks it all up.
All right, well,
No, it's gross.
hopefully that's not true.
It's just a dumb mental thing. Always has been. Can't
All
explain
right. So Mike doesn't like white sauce. What's on the
Inexplicable.
board, boys?
Well,
Oh,
In inglés, por favor.
Father's Day just happened.
that's true.
Anybody do anything special with their fathers if they're still with us?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I had breakfast. We watched an episode of Without a Trace.
It's a very dad
And it's-
story so far.
Yeah. We,
Get him a new pair of New Balances or?
no, he wears like a size 16, so
My
New Balance
God.
doesn't really.
Oh yeah,
cover.
your dad is a large
even
man.
Yeah,
even with
very
the
large
missing
gentleman.
toes?
He doesn't have missing toes.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
My dad.
He does have type 2 diabetes, so he
Oh,
may
okay.
at one point have missing
My
We're
toes.
dad,
confusing
my dad
dads.
had type 2 diabetes, and he had missing toes.
Yeah.
Damn.
My pop has not gotten there yet.
You told me they were nightmare fuel?
Oh yeah, no, his feet are.
Oh yeah, that's
so I
right.
assume there were toes missing.
No, they're all there. They're just.
They just wish they
hideous.
weren't.
Yeah,
Nobody wishes
they're
they
trying
were.
to escape. They're
Gotcha.
doing their damnedest.
Yikes.
to-
Yeah,
All right.
I'm the only father
his
at the
toes
table,
are suicidal.
Yeah.
but I worked the whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you celebrated or did you celebrate with your dad?
I mean, I celebrated myself in the mirror for several minutes.
I went
In
and
the
spent
mirror.
time with my mom.
Bold.
Right after a shower, my hair was looking really
Hang on,
good.
mom.
Yeah, my
We
dad.
just
My dad
decided
passed
to-
away in 2012, so I went and spent the day with my mom, and I was
Just such a nice family guy. All your photos of your family are so nice and
I
wholesome.
fucking love my family, man. They're the best.
Is that your niece that you're always
I have 2 older brothers, so I have 2 nephews.
and they're significantly
oh yeah, my brothers. Al is 55. Roland is 54.
And they
Roland.
could technically have children that are your age, and you're still technically their uncle.
I have 2 nephews that are 27 and 24. I
That's
have
crazy.
a niece that's 22. So I have a great niece that's 5, and I have another great niece that's 2.
You have a great niece.
Yeah.
How old are you
And
right now?
They're the fucking most perfect human beings.
I
in
know.
the
Is that who
world.
you're always taking photos with? Your
Yeah.
great nieces.
I mean,
Until they
they
get
are-
older.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it just
Perfect for now.
I don't have children, so like they are. I love getting to spend time with them.
Do you
I mean,
want
they
kids?
Really, eventually one day. Yeah, I don't
Eventually,
want them right
one
now.
day.
They're delicious, man. I recommend
If
them.
I have them,
They
if I
plump
have
when you
them,
cook 'em.
great.
What?
But if
What?
not, like I love spending time with my nieces.
Yeah.
like my great nieces. But I like being like fun uncle. Have fun.
a funkle.
Send them back to
if they
mom and
poop, you
dad.
hand them off.
Yeah, you know, I've been shit on a couple times, and I'm just like, oh hey, look, it's time for you to change them.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
not doing
to
it.
celebrate as a. I
Yeah,
finally
you
admitted
know,
it to
I-
myself this past weekend. I admitted that I've actually fulfilled a fatherly role.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
I
a
admitted
great
it out
thought.
loud, and
It's
I admitted it
something
to
I would
myself.
eventually like to do, but if I don't, you know, at this point, I'm 37 years old. It's probably not going to happen.
Your biological clock's ticking. You're never gonna have a kid at this rate.
Those
It's-
eggs are drying up, Chuck.
Yep.
You don't even have birth and hips. It's gonna be a painful one.
Oh my god,
It's definitely going to be
suck.
probably a J section at this point.
No, but I just can't. I can't. I'm anytime I get around somebody within like 2 weeks, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore. So
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Hang on. I mean-
Hold on. You've been around us for longer than 2 weeks. In fact, this is the 6th inaugural episode.
Are you
I
breaking
know,
up
and
with
at
us?
week 2, I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this
Get the
anymore.
fuck out of here.
I finally celebrated as a father on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
we were going to go to breakfast, but for some reason I was riddled with anxiety that morning, which made me a real crabby piece of shit. And because I thought every place we want to go will be packed and it'll be a useless drive and we'll probably have an argument in the car because everyone's got like a 45-minute wait.
Right.
So Blue understands this with me by now. And she goes, what if I just make you breakfast? I was like, that would be stupendous. She goes, what do you want? So I'm like, French toast. So we go to the store and she buys a loaf of apple brioche bread.
Fuck yeah.
Cinnamon apple brioche. She goes, I'm going to use this for the bread for the French toast. And I was
Hell
like,
yeah.
she goes, you want whipped cream? I'm like, let's go. We're already here.
Yeah.
And she goes, do you want fruit? I'm like, I'll pretend it's healthy. Fuck it. Get some fruit. So she makes this amazing apple brioche French toast, covers it in whipped cream, strawberries, blueberries. Oh my, I bought like a really expensive syrup I've never heard of before. Just, fuck it, why not?
And
And it was, I ate breakfast at about,
I think it was called Public.
it was great value. No, so I ate at like 10:30 and I was full till 3 p.m.
Hell yeah.
And I'm a guy that eats all the time, and I just could not possibly fathom eating anything more. It was nice.
Yeah.
Got to celebrate because we have a 6-year-old at home, and I've been lauding myself around as a mentor, not really a stepdad or a father role of any kind.
When you say mentor, like what do you teach her? Like
Just life. That life sucks more than people will ever admit, and so just to approach it from a more pragmatic or mildly skeptic point of view. Everything's not all rainbows, and my girlfriend's always like,
So
she's 6 years old. She's 6 years old.
There's no
You're closing her 6-year-old mind.
So when I lived with Mike, that's when you first started dating her.
Yes.
And I was at home one day. I walked outside and she got home with her daughter. And by the way, your girlfriend's daughter is one of the cutest little human beings. I mean, just absolutely adorable. But she walks up, never met me in her life. And she's just the sweetest little thing. And she walks up. I'm a stranger to her.
Right.
I'm standing on
And to
my
most
front
people.
porch. She doesn't know that I live there. She walks up. She goes, "Hi." I said, Hey, what's up, sweetie?" She goes, "Who are you?" I'm like, I'm the guy that I live.
I live in
You
this
want to come
house.
inside? I'm like,
this kid's kidnapping bait
well,
for sure.
This kid needs a father.
No, but she was just so friendly. Like, never met a stranger. And,
Yeah.
and me, I'm like, oh my God, sweetie, you gotta get wise. Cause like, she's like, you should come in. I want to
Come into my
I want
home.
to show you my video cassettes. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I want to see that, but
everything.
I want you to know that I live there. I'm not a stranger. Thank you, by the way. I want you to know that I'm not a stranger. I live here. Clearly they didn't tell you that. But I mean, I just so fucking friendly. So nice.
She's a sweetheart, man. She made it very easy.
She sprayed my entire, I used to iron my shirts in the living room, and she sprayed my entire can of starch out
Oh yeah.
all over the kitchen.
She's such a sweetheart.
whoops.
She comes up to
sprayed
me and she
my-
goes, "I'm sorry, I used all your whipped cream or whatever she called it." I'm like, "It's okay."
It wasn't okay though.
She's like,
Spoiler
"I'm gonna
alert.
save up and I'm gonna buy you some more." I'm like,
Mom was
Done.
not pumped about it.
That
Does she
spot
still
of-
owe you a can of starch?
she still owes me a can of starch.
That
One
spot
day,
of
coming
coloring
to
is
collect.
still starchy.
One day, 15 years from now, she's going to come at you with a can of Ready Whip and be like, here's your fucking...
Here's your clothes whipped cream.
I convinced her that a ironing board that I bought for somebody for Christmas was a surfboard, and she was surfing on it. in the
Oh,
living
that's
room one
right.
day.
She wanted to take it to the beach, and I was gonna let her.
We let her open all the presents that we
Yeah.
never took to this party, and she goes, "Oh, this is the surfboard." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
It wasn't a party. It was a wedding.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. And I read the invitation backwards. So by the time we were ready to go, I confused ceremony with reception.
You read it backwards, so at the end you accidentally summoned a demon.
As opposed to doing it in the beginning
Yes.
and then marrying that demon.
No. You know, when you play things backwards, it speaks the Satan's tongue, etc. Also, Charlie, you're a very good gift giver with the ironing boards, etc.
Yeah, I would commend you on that for
Yeah, great
hell of a
gift.
gift for a child.
One
Like
hell
I
of a
said,
gift.
I didn't know what it was for.
We
a
just
wedding,
opened it.
so-
They were on my, I was going to, even though I didn't go to the wedding, I had always planned to like
The
somehow
woman was getting
give them
married.
these gifts.
She needed something.
This was on their registry, by the way. I didn't just buy a fucking ironing board to buy one. It was
Okay,
on their
okay, there's
registry.
the
Oh, that's right. I didn't even
Registry.
fucking buy it. You bought it.
Yeah, and they were wrapped
Okay.
for like 6 fucking months because I
That's
kept
right.
lying to
You guys
myself.
wrapped an ironing board? That's awesome. I'd love to see
Yeah,
it.
guess what it is?
It's a surfboard.
It's a surfboard.
We got this for your child.
So anyway, I never met up with them, and then Charlie had an ironing board to use, and we convinced my stepdaughter. Sorry, I'm getting used to it.
You have to
We
get
convinced-
married, right?
Convinced her that it was.
Are you married?
you could
Fuck no.
You could just, I mean, you could
I'm the most close
adopt.
I'll ever be. So instead of coming up with a new phrase, I'm stepdad.
Fair enough.
I called my stepdad, and he never married my mom.
True.
Anybody who fulfills that role, I think, qualifies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that. I don't like kids.
You don't want a stepdad?
Have kids of
somebody?
your own, be a stepdad, both, either.
I don't want to have a stepdad.
I don't want.
You should have kids. You should
My
have
dad's
kids,
pretty
put them up
cool.
for adoption, and then just be an absentee dad.
I don't want to have a stepdad.
That's still a dad.
It's like voting with through the mail.
I just
Or you could be a deadbeat dad. Still a dad.
so easy.
yeah, but
yeah,
like,
there's no skill involved whatsoever.
So easy.
here's the thing.
All you got to do is just drink Lucky Louie fucking bourbon.
First of all, it's Louis' luck.
Oh, excuse
Okay.
me. Sorry.
I think if you're gonna go deadbeat, you got to switch to Four Loko.
Yeah,
Wow.
shit.
Oh, that's the dad that like wish he could go back in the high
Cool
school in his
dad.
glory days.
yeah.
Yeah, wearing FUBU jerseys,
Punch
etc.
hole in the drywall kind of dad.
Talk about how you were the quarterback.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah,
I
best days are
I'd
behind
take
me.
state.
I bet you I could
I'd
throw this
have won
football over
state.
those mountains.
I'd have gone pro.
But no kids at all. Maybe like if it happens, it happens.
Well, okay, so I operate under the assumption that I don't know how I'm going to feel 5 years from now. Maybe in 5 years I'll be like, I want to have a kid. But as of right now, no fucking second.
How old are you currently?
30. I'm 30 now.
What's your current 5-year plan?
Just
This is an interview.
5-year plan.
just crushing puss and drinking drinking Louis' luck.
About the same thing
Well,
I'm doing now.
If you
Yeah,
if you
just-
keep doing that, you might end up being a dad.
Yeah. Just stay in the course.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
my 5-year plan.
And that's how it works,
You
buddy.
sounded like a deadbeat dad too. Just
Yeah.
crush it.
Just crushing puss.
I hope I have a boy so I can teach him how to crush puss and throw a football.
I want to. Okay, this is how I want to be a dad. I want to be a dad like fucking
A
that
velvet
movie.
daddy.
What was that movie where
Napoleon Dynamite.
where Clint Eastwood just meets like a young Asian kid off the street?
I know exactly
Gran
what you're talking
Torino.
Gran
about.
Torino.
Oh, okay.
That's the kind of relationship I want to
You
have.
want to say a lot of racial slurs?
I want him to be Asian and not related to me, and I want to not like him at first, but then at the end I sacrifice
Reluctantly
my
like
life
him.
to.
Say a few more racial slurs, shoot somebody.
Yeah,
I get it. I got it.
yeah. That's my.
That's pretty
I
much
want
everyone's
to be a
dream.
dad like Jeffrey Dean Morgan on Supernatural, where like
Yeah.
I'm there at the beginning, and then I'm like, "Hey guys, something happened. I'm out." And then they live their entire lives, and then I show back up at like 35, and I'm like,
Wow,
"Hey,
spoiler
look, I'm
alert.
still here."
Yeah, wow.
Fuck you! If you haven't seen it at this point, go fuck
Jeffrey Dean
yourself.
Morgan
I
is.
just started Supernatural.
That's a good
you
TV
prick.
dad.
Well,
He's
you're
a good
about
TV dad.
12 years late to the party. So
I'm on season
Fuck yourself.
5.
I want to
watch
say
one
I'm on
episode every-
11.
I watch one episode like every 6
I
months.
play them while like reading a book and not paying attention to them because that's
It's
where
the
they're
same
at right now.
episode every fucking time.
I'll put on an episode of it like right as I'm about to crush some puss, just like some background.
Well, that'll get them wet. I mean, Dean and Sam are pretty hot.
Sad.
Did you have a go-to what you'd put on?
Yeah, Supernatural.
Top Gear. I just like the sounds of cars revving in the back.
Well, it's because relative to the guys that they're seeing on TV, Mike is actually like a 10.
Superstar. You could say like a B grade Keanu Reeves. I had a stroke.
I don't think I could say that.
Yeah.
I think I would have to have a stroke to say that. Yeah. Hey.
Oh man.
All right, boys, let's hit the board.
Oh wait, where are we at right now? How are we looking on time?
We're looking like we've
up.
passed some time.
We've
and,
spent a lot of time
oh,
talking
cool.
about absolutely nothing.
No, but seriously, how long have we been?
All right, Charlie. So Rosetta Stone is treating you well. Could you actually speak Spanish if you weren't reading off of cell phone?
See,
I should elaborate.
Killing it,
Yeah,
dude.
no, he did. He won. You win, Charlie.
Puedo ir a la corto de baño?
Come on, we talked about this last episode.
no,
So I can't go to the bathroom. That's pretty mean.
no, not
But-
during recording.
I'm going
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
fair.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's got you on that
Anyway. All right.
Just
So we wanted you to speak for 10 minutes, I believe it
Yeah,
was.
10 minutes. Yeah, that's right.
10.
I'm gonna start a
uninterrupted
clock.
Hands on the table.
Right now.
Maintain eye contact.
I mean, we're not accusing him of masturbating. We're just asking him to speak Spanish.
No, but he's going to go to his phone if I
Wait, do
if
you
we let him.
masturbate in Spanish too? Or is that like something like.
Caliente!
No,
Teach you
I've
how to-
tried to, but it's like there's this fucking wall blocking me from getting off.
Honestly, it's sexier when they're speaking Spanish, but a female voice helps.
You
For
accuse
me
your sperm
personally.
of being immigrants.
Accuse my sperm of coming over here to take
Where'd
other
you come
jobs, and I'm like, "Fuck you, not happening."
Called ice on my own seed.
All right, so
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
you
You
ready?
can't build that
Ready?
wall and then you can't finish.
10 minutes of
Go ahead.
me talking
Yeah,
nothing but
yeah.
Spanish.
And go.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of dead air.
Yeah, it will be. Go ahead.
Yep. It'll be like, sí, ocho.
Go ahead.
Uno, dos.
All right, so Rosetta
Tres.
Stone's working great. He's already
No, it's
proven
fucking
it.
terrible. I haven't learned shit. Did you not see me have to use my cell phone tonight? I haven't learned a
Have you
fucking
been-
thing.
Have you been? How much time have you invested into the app?
Yeah, have you really?
between last week and tonight, probably about 2 hours.
Okay, so you
that's
haven't really
not
given it a fair
terrible.
shake.
That's like one class.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
don't-
even a class.
Minimal effort.
yeah. I don't think
No,
you
I
really-
spent 30 minutes on the first like 4 letters.
Letters?
letters.
They use the same
Words.
exact
Spanish
letters as the
alphabet.
English
Yeah.
alphabet.
Yeah, because it took me a long time to determine bull, which is toro, from donkey, which is burro.
Correct.
Yeah, and I kept calling one the other
Correctamundo.
and the other one. Yeah, and my coworkers, they just chastised me left and right.
Oh, a tu trabajo, yeah.
But for butchering their
Yeah,
native
see.
tongue, I can't imagine why they were
See,
upset about it.
All right, Bill, save us with a story.
yes,
no.
story
Actually,
time.
real quick, I wanted to bring up, did you guys know that they're re-releasing the Avengers movie?
Yes,
Oh.
I did.
Well, and I hear
How do you
they're-
feel about it?
I hear they're doing
I'm for it.
the whole purpose of the re-release is to add the 6 minutes of post-credit
No,
footage.
The whole fucking okay. Here we go. All
right, Charlie, go ahead.
Okay.
You open a can. of
Hang on.
worms.
Where do we put the
Alright.
soapbox?
He's going to say
No,
this in
okay, so-
Spanish,
no,
by the
all
way.
right. Sorry, let me bring this back.
Yeah, there we go.
So, all right, the Avengers Endgame was amazing. It really was a great movie, and I wanted it to beat Avatar.
Which I haven't seen yet, for the record.
Okay,
You haven't seen Avatar?
but
No.
here's the thing. All right, so
Avengers,
in its
in case it
theatrical
spoils.
run, it became the second highest grossing movie of all time
Worldwide, right?
worldwide. That's domestic. That's international. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
It
what
beat
worldwide
Titanic.
means.
Yeah. Well, some people don't fucking know that. So
Charlie.
Don't
I
interrupt him right now.
no.
He'll kill
Okay.
you.
So they're re-releasing
gentlemen,
it
he could
so
try.
that it will beat Avatar. Avatar didn't re-release. Avatar ran its course and was the highest grossing movie of all time. So Avengers had its run in the movie theater. It did not beat Avatar, which I'm not advocating Avatar. I'm just saying that's an unfair thing to have it run its course and then go, oh, we're adding 6 more minutes and we're going to put it back in the movie theater so that it will beat Avatar, which is bullshit.
And how do you know that that's the purpose for them re-releasing the movie?
Tinfoil hat.
No, I just,
Hang on. So Avatar came out in December 18th, 2009.
yeah.
And they, at the time when it came out, knew that there was going to be more movies, right? How many Avatar movies have they released since December 18th, 2009?
One,
Wait,
right?
was there an
and
Avatar
that was
2?
the one,
Yeah.
right? No additional ones, right?
none.
Iron Man came out in what, 2008? How many movies leading up to this year
17.
in the Marvel? Yeah. So I think that it doesn't matter if they release it in accounts because Avatar had one good run, but also left the promise of additional story building and world building and characters, and you get to see this
They
cool
never did
universe again. And James Cameron, who just could do anything and he sells fucking tickets, right?
Yeah,
and it
but
never fucking happened.
But they also said in that interview, the interview you're talking about, they said that the additional time after the credits is a tribute to Stan Lee, which I get.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tribute to Stan Lee, which they should have included in the original.
I think it's a tribute to their bank accounts, realizing that they could expand further.
And that's fine. I get it. You're gonna
Is it
make
fine?
Yeah, it feels like it's not very fine, Charlie.
you're gonna make money off of it,
I'm
but
feeling some hostility.
to run it and not beat the record and then be like, oh, we're gonna re-release it when the other movie didn't re-release. It just ran its course and it made its money.
So just in summation, are you for or against the re-release of Avengers? The last
And
Airbender,
also, do you have
Infinity War.
stock in that production company? Because
I do actually. I do. I bought stock in them. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie forgot to bring his beer to the table. I just noticed.
Sure didn't.
So-
No, it's right down to my
That's
right.
big
I have a full
whoopsie-daisies.
beer to my right. You just happen to hand me
Oh,
this.
give me mine back
There
there.
you go.
But I felt like you needed. It felt like you
No,
needed
no,
a
I
beer
just-
there.
I think that it's going to work. It will.
It's gonna push it over the limit.
Also, I don't mind seeing a movie that I fucking loved in theaters again.
I'd like to see it for the first time in theaters.
This
Yeah,
gives
I finally had
this
time
gives
to go
Geordie
see
a
it.
chance.
I finally had time to go see it, and it wasn't in theaters anymore. I was like,
Well, here's the problem. I want to
go.
go see it, but I don't remember or haven't seen like the other whatever fucking 15
I have
other
many
Avengers
of
movies
them.
that I need to see in order to appreciate everything that I'm going to
Look,
see. in
I
the last
wanted.
one.
I wanted
I have
the
many
Dark
of them
Knight.
on Vudu. If you'd like to sign into my account,
I wanted the Dark
Hell yeah.
Knight to beat all the records. That was my favorite.
It's a good
superhero
movie.
Great movie.
Oh,
I wanted
fantastic.
that to be the one that beat everything, but it didn't.
They didn't.
But for Avengers Endgame, which was a great movie, for it to run its course and then they're going to be like, oh, we're going to add some shit and put it back in the theaters. It seems like James Cameron. So if he decided to be like, oh, I got 37 minutes of unused blue people footage from fucking Avatar.
Wow, that's racist.
Racist.
Wow,
It's
it's 2019.
Unused
bro.
damn
No,
blue
it's
people.
it's xenomorph. No,
No, you're thinking
phobic.
aliens.
xenophobic.
Yeah.
Because they're aliens.
Literally.
I'll
So-
tell you
You
right
said
now, boy, I ain't
xenomorph,
afraid
and
of
I
no
thought aliens.
Xenos. All right,
Jesus.
so
I'll burn home tree to the
We should
ground.
all go see it as a group.
let's go see it.
We should
I
all
need
go
to
see
it
it
for the first time.
and then talk about
Nobody
it.
spoil anything, so I don't have to break your ribs. And follow up, Batman had zero lead up to it, whereas
No, Dark Knight was the second film.
Dark Knight was
Yeah, there was the.
but yeah, what
Batman
I'm
be-
saying is
a lot of lead
Batman,
up to
the trilogy,
it. A lot of preamble. if
had
you will.
didn't have 17 films before it. You know what I mean?
True.
To hype it up and
Oh,
get
yeah,
ready
for
for
Yeah,
the
well, that's
final
because
part
the
of
Dark
the story.
Knight had one hype man, and fucking
Well,
Avengers
what I'm getting
had,
at
it
is
was Ja Rule with
it's
like
not a fair
37
comparison.
people on stage.
How do we talk about Ja Rule?
I think we're talking about Fire Festival now.
Oh, that's
Fire Festival was the part of the press tour for Avengers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to that favorite time
Yeah.
of the episode
It's my
where we
favorite
have story time with Bill.
All right.
Bill,
What's the title of the story?
Would you like to
I'm calling this story gay. Not.
gay?
I wrote 3 Ys.
Yeah, there's gay.
Gay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this isn't really. This happens to me with relative frequency. People will question my sexuality, which
I don't know
fair.
why.
I think it's because you're very comfortable.
Most of the pieces fit.
Sometimes when you phrase things, you say the words in a very feminine way.
Which, like I said, if you've thought that, maybe that's fair. A lot of the pieces fit. I'm weirdly effeminate sometimes. Follow the usual tropes of masculinity. I do not, for the most part.
Okay, Yoda.
You crush puss, so I don't know
I do
what you're
crush
talking
puss
about.
though.
My brother watches the show, and he was talking.
is
and
he
he
gay?
goes, "No, my brother watched the show, and he goes." Guy that sits catty corner from you, really funny. The guy that sits across from you, he's obviously gay, right? And I'm like,
Oh,
no.
oh, wow. So that's actually perfect
See?
material
Yeah.
for the segment.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
No, so you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and multiple people have said that to me.
And we're going to go on the record right now. We have zero problem with people who are gay. We have friends that are gay. We are pro gay rights, which
Yeah.
is just human rights.
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't have to say that.
No, we have to. It's 2019. It's fucking ridiculous now. You
No.
can't say the word gay without saying disclaimer. We are pro gay.
All right.
Yeah.
Gay story.
So I was working up at the booby club, and what I do, I like to go around and just sort of mingle
Fuck
with
guys,
the customers and just fuck guys. And if I get caught fucking dudes, then they're like, okay, well maybe he's good.
I think that guy might be gay.
You're like Schrodinger's cat of being gay.
He's the Schrodinger's cat of being gay.
Quote that.
That's a good intro for next week. And the Schrodinger's cat of being gay.
I was
Chris.
thinking of Pavlov's dog. I thought you just salivated whenever gays came around.
I think that's all dogs.
Oh,
Anyway.
shucks. They caught me drooling over the gay again. So I like to go around and mingle with the customers.
The gay.
And just, because I've seen the other DJs that have worked there. They do that. They're friendly with the customers. They know
Mhm.
them on the first name basis. And that kind
So
of
you
thing.
were a client or a customer prior to.
For sure.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to also be that kind of DJ where everybody knows me. I'm like the Norm, like from Cheers,
McDonald.
but a DJ. That kind of, yeah, I'm Norm McDonald.
Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
That's what I aspire to be. Just Norm McDonald.
I'm the Norm Bates.
So, but I'm doing my rounds, and one of the guys stops me, and literally he's sitting down at one of the table and like stops me like, and he like pulls me, hey man,
He puts
I was
his
like-
hand on you.
puts his
Okay.
hand, like sort of grabs me a little bit, and he's like, hey man, I fucking lean down, what's up, bud? And he goes, you straight? And I went,
Like, are you good?
As an arrow.
no, he meant like you're straight, right?
I know.
And I was like, yeah. And he's like, man, you must have it made, huh? This is a dream job. I was like, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to complain. It's good, He's like, all right, hell yeah, man. And I walked away. But it got me thinking, whenever anyone's ever asked me or questioned me about my sexuality, they never ask me if I'm gay. They always ask me if I'm straight, as if to utter the word gay would suddenly like cause the gay within me to erupt and explode like a dye pack inside a bag of stolen money, and they'd be covered in my gay, and now they can't get it off, and then they become gay.
Well, maybe if
Is
you
your
were
gay color blue, like the dye pack?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
if you
bright
were
blue.
gay, it's possible that they could be covered in your gay.
yeah. But simply by mentioning the word, it would like
I get it.
the Necronomicon
They're
of gay
homophobic.
within
Is what
me.
you're trying to say.
Yeah,
They're afraid to say the word.
yeah.
That's pretty extreme in the homophobia. If you're afraid to even say the word gay.
Well, that's my theory because like
why is it okay? No, I'm sorry. Why is it okay to be
gay.
claustrophobic? Why is it okay to be claustrophobic? Oh, he's claustrophobic. He's afraid of small spaces.
Don't lock him in the closet.
Don't tease him. It's okay to be agoraphobic. Oh, he doesn't want to be around people. That's a fucking serious mental ill. Like, don't tease him. But if you're homophobic, everybody's like, you're a piece of shit.
Well, I think it's because.
So hang on, are you for?
So all phobias are okay.
If you're scared of gay
Are you
people,
making a
if you're
case?
homophobic, isn't that the same as being claustrophobic?
No. So all phobias are okay.
Bullshit. No.
Provided you realize that you can make an effort to overcome them, right?
Yeah, well, you can make an effort over.
And all the other
any of
ones,
them,
all the other ones aren't involving people. So once you involve people,
agoraphobic is afraid of crowds of people.
Yeah, I do think
I
the term
understand.
homophobic is very misleading because it's not a fear of homosexuals. I think
It's
people
not
that-
something that you can easily
well,
control.
fear
or
and
change.
hatred go hand in hand generally.
true, but I
but-
don't think anyone's like genuinely afraid of gay individual people.
This
They're
goes
afraid of
back
the
to-
gay agenda.
This goes back
You know
to
what
my
I mean?
motherfucker conversation the other night.
Does
True.
it?
We shouldn't get into that.
No, we
Oh.
okay.
Before we get too off
That's
topic,
an off podcast conversation,
Right.
But
or
but,
pre-show.
but that's my point is that like you can be claustrophobic and that's accepted. You can be agoraphobic. You can be whatever that shit is from clowns and arachnophobic. But
Love that movie.
homophobic is like this thing that it's taboo. You
I think
can't be
'cause-
that.
well, because I think because
what if
homophobia is not a
somebody-
real phobia.
But what if every
No,
phobia
everything's
is not a real phobia?
Here's my 2 cents. Bill is right. It's a amalgamation of the words. It's a confusion of the English language. So homophobia and disliking gay people are 2 different things. However, in 99.9% of the use cases, when you say homophobia, what you are actually talking about is people who hate gay people.
I think it's
So
irrational
that's
to
the
be
problem.
afraid of fucking tinfoil, but I've seen people on.
I would be interested to
Maury
actually.
Povich
I'd be
that
interested
are
to know if there's
afraid of it
actually.
and it's accepted.
I'd be interested to know if there's a real case of homophobia.
Like
people that are
afraid.
legitimately fear of.
I'm sure there are.
of
There's
white
people
like
that are
an
afraid
inmate
of
who was
midgets.
But
raped.
here's the problem with that phobia is that how do you know unless the person literally admits it to you?
Yeah. Do they have a
you
an
have a
extra
true
strong
phobia,
gay
you'd
arm?
How
probably
can you
talk about it.
downplay that phobia over any other phobia?
Because I don't think it's a real phobia.
because you think it's not a real phobia. I don't think.
Well, because I've never heard of an
arachnophobia-
actual case of it.
I get it, but that's
Well, that's
it's
my point.
subjective. It's subjective. I don't
Yeah,
think
okay.
arachnophobia is a real phobia. You're not. You can't be scared of spiders. They don't do shit.
I see your point.
So all phobias are real.
Uh,
As long as you put the word phobia at the end of something, it makes it a
Exactly.
real thing. The problem is the confusion of the English language. That word is not.
Yeah, we've
The-
misappropriated.
And the
that
problem
word.
is once you
and
that
that's-
suffix
and it, what I
for
said
that.
the other night.
once you
it's a slippery
misappropriate a
slope.
word, it
And where do
becomes
you-
a
where do you
definition,
stop?
though. That's how the English language works. You ever
Right.
see them update
Merriam-Webster?
Merriam-Webster? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people misuse a word for so long that it becomes the actual
That's the
meaning
new
of the
You
word.
definition.
can't
Yeah.
accept
Which drives me
one.
nuts,
You
by
can't
the way.
accept one without accepting the other.
All right, so we can break this down easily. Homophobia, being genuinely afraid of gay people, is not a problem. But we don't know of any case of that ever happening between the 4 of us at the table. People who hate gay people, that is a problem. So people who hate
Yeah.
people for being different
are making a conscious effort to do so.
is the
Phobia
problem.
implies that it's unconscious.
Yeah, like
yeah,
it's a-
but hating gay people, isn't that anti-Semitic or is that religious?
Well,
That's
hold on.
religious.
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm
no, it's
asking.
not anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic means you don't like Jewish people.
Is that specifically Jewish people?
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes,
I'm
yes,
not making.
yes,
a
yes.
No, that's
joke.
fine.
Like,
No,
That's
but it was
fine.
funny to me. That's I'm laughing.
Okay, so
Because it was funny.
let's clear it up though. So, especially in 2019, there's like a real big PC push, and although some of it is ludicrous, it's rooted in a positive thing. So
Sure.
the positive thing is we shouldn't hate people for being different.
Yep.
I hate a lot of people, right? But I try to give them the chance.
I hate people because they fucking go straight in the right-hand lane.
Yeah, straight.
Oh, yeah.
I think he
Fuck
means
those
slow.
Mm-mm.
No. Meaning when I want to turn right, I got to wait for this motherfucker to go straight.
Yeah. So those are reasons to hate somebody because you're subjectively putting it on that one person. But hating an entire group of people is what we're fighting against these days.
Yeah.
And the PC crowd have gone too far and labeled everybody. So like you and I can't call each other, our pet racial slurs to each other because if somebody else Not that we have those, but I'm just making
I was
an
going to say, do
example.
y'all have
No,
some?
it's-
No.
It's-
But if I call him honky,
No.
Well, no, we
someone's gonna
did.
get
No, when I was a kid,
No,
we
it's-
a
yeah,
lot
we
of the
call
gay
each other
terms.
This entire conversation, or like everything where we're at right now, has led us to me saying you can't be claustrophobic.
You can be any phobic, but you can't hate
You can't accept
an entire group of
claustrophobia
people.
and not accept homophobia.
Okay.
You can't put one out if you're accepting the other, because where does it stop?
Yeah, so your
Right.
problem is the definition. So just assume from henceforth the definition
I
of
hang out with
homophobia.
you, man. Don't worry, it's
The,
okay.
the definition
I'm
of
not-
homophobia
I'm not
is
upset.
hating gay
I
people
hope
now.
you're not.
No.
How
You
about
need,
you
you
fuck-
need to,
Hey,
you need to
hey,
accept
Charlie.
this, Charlie.
He's
The
hot.
definition of homophobia now, even though it's not a real definition, but it is now, is hating
It's not
gay
a-
people.
All
It
right,
really
stop.
is.
We
Yeah.
should
It really is.
because I
So-
want to hear the
because
end of
when they say this on the news, that's what they're talking about. When Bill and I discuss this, that's what we're talking about. If anybody in a crowd gets mad at you and says that you're being homophobic, they're talking about hating, not fearing gays. So
I
you have
get
to just
that.
accept that that's the new definition.
But, okay.
Nah, nope. We're gonna let Bill finish his story
Oh,
All right.
fuck him.
because that's what I wanted to listen to.
All right. So the end of the story, there really
God,
wasn't
I
much
feel
of an
so
end to the
bad.
I
sto-
felt
this
like
was-
he got to
Yeah,
the
this-
question.
This was more of just like an anecdotal thing to begin a conversation. But the end of that story is that we ended up fucking in the bathroom, me and that guy.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't fuck that guy?
Yeah.
Just
He was
by
wear-
the sound of
He
it.
was wearing bright green Vans slip-ons, so of course I had to make that happen.
Yeah, if it's bright green or checkered, I'm in.
But, like
Oh,
just
boy.
just brought me back to 2005. I was like,
I don't
oh,
even
fuck
care if the
that
guy's got odor eater in those shoes.
dude. I
No
hope
socks?
he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. I
hope he
prefer
doesn't.
I prefer him being a
Yeah.
hormonal, teenager.
He was a very
With no
oily
odor
person.
eaters.
He looked like he was like going through some hormonal shit. His hair was very
Did he
greasy.
just get off of work at the fucking Deepwater Horizon?
I don't know where he was.
Was it
coming
Mark
from.
Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg. Was it Mark Wahlberg?
Oh man, no! If it was Mark Wahlberg, I would have had no choice. but to
Sorry,
fuck
tremors
him.
from the stroke earlier.
But yeah, no, that was really more of just to like begin a discussion.
Was he like,
boy,
oh
you
my
did.
God, I think we just found a
Yeah,
transformer.
I think we had a healthy discussion there.
Yeah,
But yeah, you honestly have to adjust your own definition, even though it's not the right definition. Like if you look up the N word in the dictionary, that's not the definition that the dictionary has. But you can't just go around fucking saying
No,
it
but that's-
when you have enough knowledge to know better.
yeah.
No, I get that. My whole thing, I'm not trying to like start an argument. I'm just saying you can't discount one phobia, which may be a true phobia for somebody, while saying every other one is legitimate.
I guess my question is, how does
Right.
something become an actual phobia?
But where I'm saying is that that's a
Mental.
slippery slope
It's a
that we
mental-
I think it has to be
run
diagnosed though.
Probably the
because
become a real
everything
phobia.
else is
I don't
accepted,
think it
but
has to be
that one
diagnosed.
is not. Then you're keeping out that group that may be.
Phobia is listed as a mental illness.
Yes, but my mom has claustrophobia. She's never been diagnosed with it, but you won't put her in an MRI machine, guarantee it.
no, but people
I don't
recognize claustrophobia because it has been diagnosed.
I know, but
What I'm
I
saying
don't
is
like
she hasn't
spiders.
been
No, I know,
diagnosed
but
with
it has
I
been
don't
diagnosed.
fucking
in
want
so
them
you
on
mean something
me.
different than
It's
what I
been
But I'm not a red
substantiated.
guy. I can't stop burping.
It's been substantiated already. That's my point, right? So when I
So-
say I've never heard of somebody who has an actual fear of gay people, the other problem with that is, so a phobia, if you're phobic about something, when you encounter it, you know it, right? So my problem is, since sexuality is not an apparent thing usually, right? Unless you're phobic of just flamboyance, I guess, if they're a flamboyant
I
gay
honestly
person.
think there's some root
So-
there because fear and hatred go hand in hand.
No, I
all
know,
the
but my
time.
point is, if you're hanging out with somebody and you have actual homophobia, you have a terrifying fear of gay people, and they never tell you they're fucking gay.
Yeah.
And so is it still a phobia if they never tell you they're gay?
I think
they're
it
still
is.
gay.
I think it
Yeah.
is, but the fear manifests itself.
But
in a
here's the
different
thing.
way.
Here's the thing. We have to. We're in a bubble right now. We do not. None of us have that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any of those issues. I'm not arachnophobic.
Are you calling gay issues?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You would have to have.
So everybody outside this bubble is gay. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
We're the only straight bubble here.
I managed to worm my way in. I'm like, that's why I'm sort of gay,
You're
because I
more
came
ma-
from
you're-
outside the bubble.
You know,
into the-
you have
Kind
to
of like a
have
punk
you
rock
have to-
metro.
You have to have somebody that has that fear. They can explain to you what they're feeling when they're around
Sure.
that to understand it. You know, because we can sit around and make jokes about it, and I don't believe it's a real phobia. But you can't discount if somebody says I have that phobia, because there's so fucking many of them that are stupid, that are
Yeah,
accepted by the medical industry. You can't say that's a pseudoscience. Like, that doesn't exist. it might exist. In their mind, it exists.
You can also be scared of something and not hate something.
That's true.
Yeah, fear, man. It's fight or flight, right? So if you're homophobic, likely you don't just. Well, I guess you could punch gay people if you're afraid of them.
You shouldn't.
More likely,
we don't condone that on the show. By the way,
or with any group of people,
anyone.
You should be able to have a dialogue with them. But at any rate, I think it's more flight. Like with homophobia, I think people
Because fear is
yeah. So I think people just like, oh, get away from me. Like I don't want him at my church.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I've had a friend that was deathly terrified of midgets.
Little people,
deathly terrified of midgets.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Now, what if I walked up to him on my knees, but I had the shoes on my knees to make me look like I was a midget? Is it just really tiny people?
Oh man.
So tell the difference.
So here at a literal, we're pro gay, but anti midget for sure, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nope, not me.
Let's not. I don't want to die on
I
that
love them
hill.
all. Love them all shapes and sizes.
All right. Well, it's just about that time again. We need to pay the bills. You know, this show isn't for free.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by two companies. I'll do the first. The first one is IT Grizzly LLC. That's itgrizzly.com. If you're looking for information technology services such as phone systems, servers, and other cool networking things, call that guy. He's handsome too.
For business.
Grizzly.
And then our other who pays significantly more than IT Grizzly for these ads is Bill.
Adult braces. People with adult braces. Literally, no one asked you to do that.
Okay, and then guys, rate and review it. It helps. It doesn't cost you guys anything to rate and review us on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. Like, follow, subscribe. It's all free, and it helps us out a ton.
Oh, don't we have an email?
No, we don't.
We should get an email.
No,
Do we have a MySpace?
I'm gonna create an email, and then
We have
on the
an
next
email.
episode, we do have an email.
Hit us up on LiveJournal.
But-
What's the email?
Okay,
I'll make an email that people can actually read. And then
I
we'll
really
cover
don't
it.
want emails.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do it. That's
I'll
fine.
do it. I'll manage it. I'll come up with a super clever, not at all.
Make it like an
hard-to-remember email.
AOL.com email.
Obviously,
I'll create it.
it only costs you $40 a month to keep.
Alrighty. So yeah, Instagram is a literal show. Twitter, a literal show. YouTube, you're gonna have to search for us because we're not at 50 subscribers yet, so we can't claim our name yet.
But with your help, we could be.
With your help, face of an angel, you
That's
can
what
help.
we need.
You can help one sad podcast.
We need
become-
Alyssa Milano to support our Patreon.
Do we need her?
Was that
We
Sarah
need her.
McLachlan?
Yeah, I think you mean Sarah
No,
McLaughlin.
Alyssa Milano
I know
was
the
the
actress.
lady, but then Sarah McLachlan was the song.
No,
that was playing.
Sarah McLachlan was in the ARP or the. Oh my god.
AARP. Yeah.
Okay.
Face of an angel.
Okay. And I'm
It's
out.
a elderly man wrinkle.
Buenos noches.
And buenos
Good night.
noches. Para español, marque nueve.